perspective on any sports is that I believe certain people have certain physical advantages, and I always lean towards physical advantages.
I mean, just think about that block he made against Golden State.
Facts.
Beat the best regular season team of all time.
Facts.
I'm going LBJ all day as number one.
There's only one best scorer of all time, the GOAT, MJ.
Like, if I was starting the team today, it was between Jordan and LeBron. I'm picking LeBron all day. LeBron runs the point. LeBron runs the point right now.
If you're talking about starting a team, LeBron James is the greatest of all time at carrying garbage. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if it comes down to the greatest of all time, put me in the finals or give me Jordan all day long, because LeBron will give you those stats all day long. Well, I've been to 59 straight finals, but I got six championships. Like, we ain't doing that. Give me Jordan. Hey,
I agree. Jordan is a better scorer. He is.
Yeah.
He's a better scorer. So obviously, when it comes down to the last shot, he's a better scorer. Just like we were talking about Rodman, that's what Rodman does is rebound, right? If you need a last rebound at the end of the game, give me Rodman, right? You know, if you need a shot at the end of the game, give me Jordan. If you need a complete game with complete stats, give me LeBron.
Hey, to answer your question though, George, when you talking about physical advantages, since that's what your criteria is, Taco Fall for Boston Celtics is the best NBA player of all time.
No, I know you're being funny, but like when I'm talking about, okay, listen. Say for instance, all things being equal, right? Say somebody can shoot, can dribble, can go to the hole, can do all the things that are encompassed in scoring. Wouldn't you rather that person be taller than shorter? That's my whole point. My whole point is if you're a 7-footer and you can do everything, you can shoot 40, you can drive to the basket, you have handles. Like, why wouldn't you choose that player? To me, the physical advantage means everything.
You said put it all in perspective. That's what you said earlier. Put it all in perspective. Well, in perspective, yeah. I mean, Durant's great. LeBron is great. Kobe's great. MJ's the greatest. That's just the way I see it. And I mean, he never.
That's your perception.
Hey Rick. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm using what you just said. The way you said it, that's gonna be the trailer of BALL2UFALL.
A little tagline of mine has been that each and every week we discuss who's balling and who's falling, which leads me to think, who is really balling and falling in the NBA right now? This has been a super funky year, which was preceded by an equally funky year in the bubble. The challenge for this year has been the short off-season turnaround, everybody wearing masks, even on the sidelines, which I still don't understand. I mean, if you're breathing in people's faces on the court, how does wearing a mask on the sidelines even help? Anyway, because of strict COVID protocols, most teams aren't practicing. Everybody's figuring things out during the games. Several teams have missed multiple games, or at least key players are missing time because of health and safety protocols from the pandemic. With all of this going on, the games are still happening, and the playoff picture is still formulating. So, who's balling and who's falling? Let's take a look at a few of the teams. The Atlanta Hawks. People marveled at the fact that after showing signs of promise last year with Trae Young being the 7th leading scorer in the regular season and a budding superstar in John Collins, that they were able to add Rajon Rondo coming off a key role in the championship, as well as Danilo Gallinari and Bojan Bogdanovic. Many sports analysts predicted that they would catapult their way into the playoff picture, but currently they're in the 11th seed in the East. Are they balling or are they falling? The New York Knicks. Nobody expected anything from them coming into this year's season. I mean, it's been a terribly run franchise that has produced terrible results for decades. However, they brought in new coach Tom Thibodeau, who everybody realizes emphasizes defense. Julius Randle, he's playing at an MVP level this year. And surprisingly, RJ Barrett is not so much of a bust after all. Additionally, they acquired veteran leadership in Derrick Rose and have had glimpses of potential in rookies like Emmanuel Quickley. The Knicks are currently in the 6th seed in the East. So, are they balling or falling? The Utah Jazz. They had a 3-1 lead on the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the playoffs last year in the bubble, but subsequently lost that lead in disappointing fashion, but showed signs of promise with an outstanding performance by relatively young Donovan Mitchell. No one really knew what they would do with that defeat. Would they go into the tank, or would they use it as motivation? Apparently the latter occurred because the Utah Jazz are sitting at number 1 in the powerful Western Conference. They have the best record in the entire NBA, and they've only lost 6 games this season. And they've been fueled by balanced contributions from Mike Conley, Rudy Gobert, Bogdanovic, and Jordan Clarkson, who's the frontrunner for the 6th Man of the Year award this year. So they're the new it kid in school, but are they the real uncut gem? Or are they just fugazi? When it counts, will they be balling or falling? The New Orleans Pelicans. People had them as a lock for the playoffs this year, with Brandon Ingram coming off the Most Improved Player award and becoming a first-time All-Star. But with the caveat that Zion had to stay healthy and play a significant amount of minutes in a significant amount of games. Well, they added Stan Van Gundy as the head coach in the offseason, and he believes in hard work. So Zion has played every game and has played heavy minutes. However, the Pelicans are in the 11th place in a competitive Western Conference. Are they balling or falling? Lastly, the storied Boston Celtics, with a legacy of excellence and championship banners hanging from the rafters. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year and lost in a grueling 6-game series to the Miami Heat, led by up-and-coming superstars Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who were supposed to usher in the next championship dynasty. They also have former All-Star Kemba Walker and veteran champion Tristan Thompson. No one who knew anything about basketball would have predicted that they would be any lower than a 3rd seed in the East. However, at this moment, they're sitting outside the playoff picture at the 9th seed. Is this a minor blip on the radar screen? Has the funkiness of the year discombobulated them? Are they balling or falling?
Who's balling and who's falling, right? My hometown, Atlanta Hawks. Man, I keep saying this, I'm disappointed. Like, I really expected more from them. I expected them to be solidly in the playoffs. Yeah. And I honestly don't really see them making the playoffs this year. Unless something transformational happens, unless they just flip a switch or something. But they are not playing good basketball. And I know Trae Young puts up good numbers, Robert. I know you got him on your team. But I don't like watching Trae Young play. He's talented. He's helped put them in, make them respectable, but he just holds the ball the whole shot clock. And then he's really kind of making his teammates, they really can't do anything without him. Like, he's just kind of handicapping everybody. I don't like what's going on in Atlanta right now. But they should be better. With the talent that they have on the team, Trae Young, John Collins, Clint Capella's having an all-star year. The young kids are growing up. You got Ray John Rondo over there, Gallinari. I don't get it. Why are they in 11th place?
It's coaching.
I say they're falling.
They're falling because it's coaching. They should be way better. They started out the season getting honorable mentions on TV, on Sports Center, and PTI was talking about them. That was the team that they had that was going to be the dark horse, but they're just underachieving. It's coaching, and honestly, man, Trae Young doesn't have physical advantages, so he has to play extra hard just to do what a taller guy does. So I get what you're saying, but yeah, man, it's a big disappointment because me and you was talking about getting tickets, and I don't really want to see them now.
I feel like the Hawks kind of parallel the Falcons. They're like a borderline playoff team, and they're usually like first-round fodder once they get in the playoffs, But, I mean, they got some pieces. They probably shouldn't have passed on Luka Doncic though and went with Trae Young. They probably should have stuck with Luka.
Oh, are we talking about the Hawks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they follow. Yeah. I mean, do we need
Why? Because it's Atlanta.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like Rob said, it's the culture. Trae Young's a great player, great young player, but I mean, he's not ready. He's not ready for prime time, and Atlanta's not really ready for prime time yet. I mean, it's Atlanta. No one really. No, I mean, even Atlanta fans don't care about the whole thing.
This is the thing that nobody talks about Atlanta, but I'm starting to believe there's a sports curse on Atlanta. I don't know if it's all the strip clubs that we have here, man. We've been cursed. It's Babylon here, maybe, but I mean, think about it, man. Like Georgia was the number one team, had that huge lead on Alabama, gave it up. Atlanta against the Patriots had the big lead at halftime, gave it up to the Patriots. I mean, remember that year when the Hawks were like number one in the whole NBA and got swept by the Cavs? I mean, it's a curse here, man. It sucks, man. Like,
the Braves, they won like 19 straight conference champions and only won one World Series.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, we got the Atlanta United, man, so I'm gonna get season tickets for that. That's all I got.
They won 2 in a row, I think. I don't know. I think.
I know, right? I don't even know.
Hey, man.
Right, the Knicks, Randy, your team.
We
Falling.
Oh, we balling. Now I'm gonna knock on some wood though, because we will come back down to earth. We balling right now though. What we in 5th place, 6th place?
Something like that.
Yeah, we balling. We playing some good ball. I think they up right now. I think, but they playing Detroit. But they up right now.
What do you think though about the future? Like, I know right now they're gonna solidly make the playoffs. What do you think their potential is though? I mean, like eventually. I mean, because they pretty much have a young team. Like, eventually, do you think they can ever be a contender, a true contender?
They need a superstar, or at least they need somebody to come there, don't they?
They do. I don't know how. It just depends on how good R.J. Barrett and Quigley get. It depends how good they become as a pair or in the backcourt. Right now they need to score. I mean, Julius Randle's balling, but I mean, the future, it just depends on how well they play and how they evolve as players, to me. I think we still need another young, great scorer and a good defender for the future. But right now, I mean, I'm happy it's all get out. I might watch the playoffs this year.
Hey, George, you said that Julius Randle was an MVP candidate?
I didn't say a candidate.
You said he was
he's playing MV. How did I word it?
Yeah, you said MVP level. I don't know about that.
You know what I should have said? I should have said he's had glimpses of MVP performances. That would have been better said. No, I mean, I've seen some games. I've seen some games where he's been unstoppable.
They're like my Wizards. They're like my Wizards. They ain't getting out of the first round. They may be balling right now, but they ain't getting out of the first round.
That's my answer too. My answer was gonna be they're balling now. They're gonna fall later though. And honestly, just like you said, Rick, I think they need somebody, because I don't think Julius Randle can be the best player on a championship level team at all. I mean, he's good. He's good. I don't know. I just don't know how much better he can get. I might be wrong. What do you think, Robert?
Yeah, they're falling because they're the Knicks, and they're gonna figure out a way to screw it up. And Randy gonna watch the playoffs. He's just gonna be watching it without the Knicks.
Oh, so you don't even have them making the playoffs?
Hell no. Derrick Rose gonna get hurt the second half of the season. Quickly gonna get arrested, and Julius Randle gonna rape somebody. It's coming, dude. Like,
oh, what? No, get out of here. You don't put my boy like that. Now, Derrick Rose might get hurt, but all those stuff.
No, they doing good though. I love Randle, man. I'm still mad the Lakers didn't keep him, but I like the Derrick Rose pickup. I do worry about him being healthy. Quickly, I don't know about him. He's shaky. But I don't know.
He's a rookie.
No, he is.
Play good ball.
Yeah.
I would say this. I think the Knicks can beat everybody except Brooklyn and Milwaukee. I think those are the only two teams.
You said you think they can beat everybody except for what?
In the East, yeah.
Dude, they can't even beat Charlotte.
So what? They can beat them. They can beat them. like a 7-game series, I think they could beat all those pretty much anybody. I think, or let me put it this way: they can compete with anybody in the East in the 7-game series. I think the only 2 teams would be Milwaukee and Brooklyn.
You left out Philly. You left out Miami.
They could beat Philly. No, they could beat Philly.
They could beat Philly.
They could beat Philly. Philly can't shoot.
Look, Randy, y'all gonna go as far. Y'all gonna go as far as Nerlens Noel gonna carry y'all.
Robinson coming back. Mr. Robinson coming back. Mr. Robinson coming back, and then we're gonna make a big trade. We're gonna make this big trade at the deadline.
For who?
For who? For who?
Who's out there?
They were talking about Karl Anthony Towns.
Hey man, he'll be the only player. They'll have to trade the whole team for Karl Anthony Towns. He won't even be. It'll be Karl Anthony Towns.
Nah.
It'll be Karl Anthony Towns and the Washington Generals. That's it. That's all that'll be left.
Okay, dude. Hey, look. Stranger things have happened. Just wait and see.
Randy, are you ready to
young players? We got a lot of young players.
Randy, you disqualified from the rest of this conversation.
What you reading, man? The NBA tabloids?
I didn't read now. You know what I'm saying? This would be a good trade for the Knicks. Awesome trade.
You got me sweating, man. God. Hey, man, let's move on to the Jazz, man. The Jazz.
Oh,
man. Hey, look. The Jazz, at first blush, they kind of seem like that team that catches fire in the regular season, gets the #1 seeding, but gets knocked out somewhere in the second round. Maybe makes it to the conference finals. I don't know, though, man, but they're playing really, really good ball. They're playing really good ball. I'm going to say they're befalling. Right in the middle. They're not balling or falling. They're befalling because they're, I don't know.
They're definitely balling. I mean, you can't say they're not balling. They're definitely balling.
But will they ultimately ball?
I don't think they have the star power. I mean, they're not going to get past LeBron and AD. If LeBron and AD are there, they're not getting past that. I don't think.
But will they even make it to, like, the conference finals? That's what I'm concerned about because they're going to have to go through, like, the Clippers or Denver again.
They're kind of like the Jazz with Stockton and Malone. I mean, they're going to be there, and they might get to the finals. It's the Western Conference Finals, but they're probably not getting to the finals.
So you think they would get past the Clippers in Denver? In Portland?
I do.
I think they could. I don't think they're going to get past LA if LA is healthy.
No.
We'll see when they meet LA because I don't know what the regular season seedings are going to be. But.
No, but again, it's about criteria. So I feel like they're balling if that's the criteria. Like, I don't expect them to make it to the finals. I don't care about if they have the best record. I don't expect them to make it to the finals. But if they make it to the Western Conference Finals, that's a W for them because nobody expects them to go that far. But I don't like Denver.
Is it a failed season then? Are they raising expectations now to where if they get knocked out in the second round? Is that a bad season for them?
That's a failure. That's a failure.
Yeah.
See, that's a high bar. That's a high bar. Making it to the Western Conference Finals, that's a lot of good teams. They got to get past Dallas. They got to get past one of these powerhouse Western Conference teams.
They making the playoffs. Y'all think Dallas gonna make the playoffs?
Yeah.
I don't think
They'll make it. They'll barely make it, but they'll make it.
I don't think so because they better get rid of KP. Luka Doncic is a great player, but he can't carry them by himself. He might be 8, but I would say they definitely balling though.
We can make that bet on the air. Dallas won't make the playoffs. That's what you say. They're making the playoffs. They'll be 7 seed or higher.
I want to make the bet. That Utah's going to make it to the Western Conference Finals. I got Robert and Rick on the line for that. Y'all ready to make that bet?
I didn't say that. I just said that will be a win if they made it to the Western Conference Finals.
Oh, okay.
But
They could, but I could see them getting knocked out in the second round too.
Yeah.
I could definitely see them getting knocked out in the second round.
Yep.
So y'all are with me. They're befalling.
No,
They balling right now.
Yeah,
They're balling right now, but they're not going to ball all the way to the end, I don't think.
All right. What about the Pelicans, man? The Pelicans, man, I put them in that Atlanta Hawks category, man. They should be better than they are. I had really high hopes for Stan Van Gundy getting over there and kind of whipping those boys into shape. They're doing good stuff. I mean, Brandon Ingram's having a good year. Zion's having a good year. They got Steven Adams now. I don't get it. I don't get why they're not balling, but they're falling to me. And I don't even know if they'll make the playoffs.
Zion is one of the most fun players to watch. But I don't think they're balling. I mean, I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs. But Zion's definitely fun to watch. He's like worth the price of admission if you get the chance to watch him. I mean, he's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I've watched them, and I know what their problem is. Their problem is they don't know who's the best player. If they go ahead and figure out that Zion is the guy, get him the ball every possession, make the double come, then kick it to Ingram. But the problem is they take in turns. So it's Randall's the best player. No, sorry, not Randall. Zion's the best player for a moment of time. Then Ingram's the best player. Then all of a sudden you got Bledsoe wanting to jump in, and then whoever else, Lonzo when he wants to play. But they have to determine who's the best player. Once they decide that team will go where they need to go. That's the problem.
I'm gonna wait and see. I guess I think they're just mediocre right now. I ain't gonna say they balling or falling. They like 500, I guess, to me. And I don't think any team's gonna be great with Lonzo on the team. He need to get out of there, bro. Lonzo is like the cancer for every team.
Oh, I heard he was getting ready to go to the Knicks.
No, we can't have him, bro. I don't like Lonzo. I don't know for that. I just don't like him. I think
Lonzo's the glue. Lonzo's the glue that holds that team together.
Maybe.
Randy.
Huh?
Randy, why you always ball busting the Ball brothers, man?
I don't like them balls, bro. I don't like them balls. I don't like none of them. I don't like LaMelo.
You don't like them balls, Randy?
I don't like none of them. They just too much to me.
You can't handle the ball.
I got pick number 2. That don't even make no sense. He can't shoot. He can't shoot at all. Like, he can't even make a layup on him. Like, it's like an event when he makes a layup. Come on, he's terrible.
Bro.
All right, let's get into these Celtics. I'm so confused again. I don't know. I think it might be like COVID. A lot of people stuck in the house, not able to go to the strip clubs like they want to. That's a big part of basketball. You got to get you a lap dance from time to time, man, to kind of ease your mind. So they're falling. I mean, there's no other way. But it's hard for me to believe ultimately they won't start balling, but I haven't seen it yet. They're falling. And I hope they don't fall out of the playoffs.
The Wizards just took a 3-point lead on the Celtics. That's right. After being down by 15, they took a 3-point lead. That's my Wiz.
The Wizards are a problem.
Yeah. They got some players. They got some talent on that team. But no, I don't think Boston is I don't think Boston's winning it all this year. I mean, even if they win the Eastern Conference, they're not going to beat anybody from the West. Anybody that comes out of the West. So yeah, they're balling. They're probably going to make the playoffs. Are they in the playoffs right now? I don't think they are.
No, they're in the playoffs.
No, yeah. I think they're in ninth. They were in ninth.
Sorry. My bad. All right.
Yeah.
Although Stevens is like a savant though. Like he's like.
Is he?
He's a good coach. I don't know. He's gotten the best out of a lot of random players over the years.
I don't know, man. I'm starting to wonder, like, because they got talent. Like, what's the problem? And it's funny too, man, because a lot of people talk bad about your Wizards, Scott Brooks. A lot of people said he didn't do a good enough job with Durant and Westbrook. But like you said, they are actually playing a good brand of ball right now, which leads us into, I guess, our last topic when we're going to talk about the Wizards. Balling or falling?
Wizards are balling on a win streak. They're not resting Westbrook on back-to-backs. Bradley Beal is a stud. Man, those other – now, if you want to talk about some garbage, listen, I don't even know if prime LeBron could have carried that garbage they got. I don't know any of the other players other than Hashimura. When they got Alex Len starting, then they got his backup is the Lopez that can't score. And then they got some G League players, and I seen some guy he plays from India, some dude from India. Like, come on, man. You can't have –
He's from Israel.
Israel. Okay.
He's from Jerusalem.
Okay, well,
right.
again, man, if you got an NBA player rocking some Jesus sandals, man, it's just not. He's not good, man.
Those Air sandals.
Yeah, he's not good.
Hey, the Wizards are balling, but like our ceiling, like this is my team for like 30 years. 30 years, this has been my team.
Wow.
But our ceiling is like second round. If we make it to the second round of the playoffs, like I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't care. Like second round, I'm good to go. I'm not trying to come out of the East. It ain't gonna happen. I'm not even setting my expectations that high.
Hey, Rick,
How did they become your team, Rick?
Yeah, I lived in DC in the mid to late 80s.
Okay.
I was from New York, but I never really liked the Knicks. Of course, they weren't that good then. And then I moved to DC, and I picked up the Wizards. It's not been like a match made in heaven. It's not been good times. We really haven't. Like we had Gilbert Arenas, and we had Moses Malone, and I mean we had MJ for 2 years, and we didn't make the playoffs, but we still had MJ. Those were good times.
Yeah.
But that's my team.
Okay.
Hey, Rick, the Wizards are gonna go as far as Antoine Jameson carries them.
We used to have a big three of Jameson.
Caron Butler.
Who was Caron
Butler.
Butler? Caron Butler, yeah. Before that, it was like Rod Strickland. I mean, those were the days, man.
Hey, that was until LeBron ended their lives.
Yeah.
Ended those cats.
He hurt us a few times.
What you
All
think,
right,
Pete?
look. I don't know what you're gonna cut out, Robert.
Is Bill gonna be there after next week? That's what I want to know.
He better not leave. Where is he? I mean, you want him in New York?
Yeah, we need him over there. We need him in
And you're gonna have to give up everybody for him. Every single player.
It'll be Beal and the Washington Generals.
Exactly.
But no, they've been talking about Bill gonna get traded though. They've been talking about it.
Oh yeah.
But you gotta go to a
won
team
7
that
out of 8.
I think Bill should stay put, man, because look, Bill is a great player, but he's gonna be the third best player almost on any contending team. And that's just the truth.
What?
Or the third option.
Okay, tell me a contender.
The third option.
Tell me a contender where he's gonna be the number 2.
If he okay.
A contender.
There's only a few, if he goes to Brooklyn or the Lakers, he will be the third option. But if he went anywhere else,
if he goes to the Clippers, he'll be
he's
the third
better.
option.
Oh, he's better than Paul George. Oh, he's better than Paul George.
What
If
about
he went to
Milwaukee?
Boston,
What if he went to
Boston is not
Milwaukee?
even in the, huh?
Yeah,
Milwaukee?
he'd be number 2.
What if he went to Miami? He would be the third option.
No.
What the hell are you talking? George, stop that, man. George.
I'm saying Bam and Jimmy Butler would be better than him.
No, they would not.
Bam will be the second.
Not offensively. Not offensively.
Okay, that was a bad example. That was a bad one. No, but okay, take Boston. Take Boston, right?
He's the best player. He's the best player.
He's
the best player. He's the best player. Dude, what has Tatum done?
Man, Bradley Beal's an undersized 2 guard.
Under what?
He's undersized.
Okay. Who's the tallest 2 guard in the NBA other than Bradley Beal? Answer that question. Who's the tallest?
Kevin Durant.
He's not.
What is he then?
Beal's 6'6".
Yes, he's 6'6". I'm trying to figure out how he's undersized at 6'6".
No, Beal is 6'3".
No.
No, he's not, George.
Yes, he is 6'3".
I'm gonna flash that in on the edits. I'll take care of that on the edits. Don't worry about it.
Beal is. Hey Google. How tall is Bradley Beal?
Bradley Beal.
Are you there?
No, we didn't.
6 feet 3 inches tall.
What? I didn't
6
hear.
feet 3. Make sure you put that in the edits, Robert.
Okay.
He plays like he's 6'6".
He's shorter than Joe Dumars. Jordan would have killed him.
This was a lot of fun. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
So that concludes this week's episode of Ball Till You Fall. And always remember, you're either first or you're last. So be first. Ball Till You Fall.
Here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
and nobody can hang with my stuff. You know, I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about? That phrase is trademark, not to use the position of Ricky Bobby.